Hey, what is up guys, your boy Raven here today with another fantastic deck. Today we're gonna talk about a really weird version of a Pikachu, but effective one. And that's what matters, like this is more of a techie version of Pikachu, so you'll see a few different strategies utilized in this deck. It's not like a classic Pikachu that you would see in those huge tournaments. This is more of a Pikachu that you can take to your league and mess up with some people. This is the Pikachu that not everyone is prepared for what is inside, and definitely is a little bit more on a budget side of things, which is quite cool and quite interesting. And this is a Pikachu that works actually at my league, and you will see that in the games as we play that. I'm going to explain that because it is really weird, but it really is effective in what it does. And this means win, right? So Pikachu is a deck that I don't need to introduce, right? It's a full blitz, 150, you put 3 energies, and we will want to put those 3 energies mainly right over here on the Choo-Choo, right? So the first interaction you should have is when you're attacking with Pikachu to have that Choo-Choo on the bench, and those are your 2 main attackers, with actually using a Lightning Rod GX to take out cards like ADP, right? But wait, Riven, it's only 250 damage. Well, it is with 5 energy, 250 damage, but with 1 electro power only, that is 280. With even more, that is 310. With 3 is 340, and with 4 it's 370. So if you saw my IRL games, like that, was using this version of that deck. Of course, you will see 1 Acrobike in this deck, but so this 1 Acrobike is, well, more or less representing 1 Tapu Koko V that you can add to this deck, and you can actually put it, because I didn't have it online, I don't have it IRL, but this is the place that I left for the Tapu Koko V when it's gonna come to my, when I'm gonna trade for it. So let's check out the deck. We got 10 Pokemons, 38 trainer cards, and 12 energy. So as you can see, we do play 1 Dedenne, 2 Pikachus, 1 Choo-Choo, 1 Tapu Koko Prism, but 2 Zapdoses. Why those 2 Zapdoses? There are moments where you can actually dunk someone, so really, getting that Zapdos early on and attacking with it is really nice. So they might have some charms, like, you're facing Guardians, like my league is full of them, so you want to use that. Also, you might see, someone still running Keldeo, someone, might still running something weird, and Zapdos is a really good attacker. And again, it's a 1-price attacker that can hit really hard, especially early on, when you're not really hitting those Pikachus, right, or any other attackers. What's worth noting, this is the version of a deck that doesn't care if it goes first or if you go second, right? Like, this is the version of a deck that is really good going first, and you don't have to worry about anything, but it's also really good going second, and it's like a middle ground, right? Because I did wanted to create something that is going to be great on both ends. Of course, you're not always going to hit, your Pikachu turn 1, so that's why also Zapdos is in this deck. It's more of a techie card, but it's a really nice one. We do play 1 Zeraora, 1 Jirachi, and 1 Jirachi because, well, I do like playing 1 or 2. You might say, oh, 1 is bad, but like majority of the time, Jirachi is more of a card that you may not even play. Like, you're gonna start with something else and you're just gonna go for Pikachu majority of the time, so whatever is active is already kind of knocked out. And I know Jirachi helps a lot in the early turns, but you can easily get it with a quick ball and utilize it this way. So we got 1 Jirachi, and we got 1 Fione, fantastic card with Whirlpool Suction that can really make your opponent kind of get mad at you, right, for switching their active Pokemon. So normally right over here we would have a Tapu Koko V, but we do play 1 Acrobike. Then let's move on. So as you can see, this is an item heavy Pikachu, and I'll explain everything as we go. So I do play 4 custom catchers, not only for the draws, but not everyone expects those custom catchers, and you will see that in the gameplay portion, or if you watch my IRL games, not everyone is expecting this custom catchers to actually drop even early turns, right? Even if if you're going second, you're not getting that Pikachu, but you have that Zapdos, and there is something that might be a threat. Well, you can custom capture it and knock out that threat with Zapdos, with help of electro powers. Then we got 2 electromagnetic radars, and I just love electromagnetic radars because they are not only giving May the tag teams, but also they can give me that, then they can give me a Zeraora. I know you might say, oh yeah, but version with Tag Call and with Guzman Hala is better. We will have that version on the channel, don't worry, but we just want to have different versions of it for different needs. Then we have, of course, 4 electro powers with 3 energy switches. Why I do prefer energy switches than tag switches? Great question. Energy switches, I can switch whenever I have Tapu Koko used. I can actually put energy on the Zapdos, I can put on the Zeraora, on the Dene, and energy switch is gonna be usable. With tag switch I can only use it in between from Pikaram or from Choo-Choo. Then we got 3 Pokegears 3.0 with 4 Quick Balls, 1 Recent Stamp, 1 Pokénav, 1 Stadium Nav, 2 switches, 1 Lysander Slap, and as you will see in the gameplay portion, this is gonna be one of the key components. Not only it makes a skateboard on Jirachi from your opponent not working, but there's so many other things that are not working. For me, mainly it's melt frying pans and balloons, right? The balloons that will help your opponent retreat from the Zacian ADP decks. Because again, really heavy on that in my league, but also charms, right? If you're playing Guardian, their fairy charms not working. If you're playing against Rubbish Trubbish, right? Joking, of course, a Rubbish deck with Ninetales and Rotoms, well, charm is not working. So really good to have that as a tech card. We got 1 Thunder Mountain, and as additional tech card, we do play 1 Faba to get rid of some of those charms, to get rid of some tools, but also to get rid of some stadiums as well that might be annoying. So for example, if there's a Chaotic Swell, you want to play that Faba, get rid of that Chaotic Swell, and well, you've got the Thunder Mountain. Of course, some people start playing Marshadow again with this deck. This is a version Marshadow less, but definitely as the season goes on, this will change probably. 1 copy of Marnie just for a little bit of a disruption, 3 copies of Professor's Research, and we got 4 copies, and all 4 copies of Volkner, because again, he helps you get the items. We are item heavy, so he helps you get to the items that you need. And of course, 1 Big Charm, 1 Escape Board, and 12 Energy. So that is the whole deck. Now we're going to go to the gameplay portion of it, and you will see that it is interesting deck, and it seems really weird. Like your opponent may not always know what they know what they're facing, but they might not know what you've got. And this a bit of an element of surprise is really interesting. Of course, the deck that is made for the best of 3, but it really does well and works well over here as well. So let's move on to the games right now. Yeah, I mean, like Shonen Jump, yeah, definitely. And I feel like Hiroyuki Takei is a great come on. You see, so this is one of those things that never happen IRL. Like, I never end up having 4 energies. Deck, why are you doing this to me today? What do you think about My Hero Academia? Haven't watched it, so... Yeah, really, I've never had hands like that. Past 3 weeks, and I never had a hand exactly like that. I mean, I get, that this is the RNG, but... It can drive you insane sometimes, really. But it's okay. Okay, Marnie. I've had awful hands like that IRL, so it's not too unrealistic. Yeah, it's not too unrealistic, but you rarely get hands like that. get these hands. Yeah. All right. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That happens. It just happens more often. Okay. So I'm gonna get both of them. And I'm just gonna play. Of course, I'm gonna use a switch, or I can just retreat. It doesn't matter that much since I have a free retreat. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, you know, you have one copy of a card and it's just gonna keep on coming. That's true. It's gonna keep on coming, mate. Like a really bad nightmare. One of the devs of Israel's Magic or player. You never know. But it's like, you know, you're more likely to start with those like really weird stuff. Please work. This one time I wanted it to work. Like, honestly, I wanted this to work, dude. But it's all good. Okay. And Shrine of Punishment. Quick ball. Downs. Okay, he's doing two more. Okay. I mean, I know this doesn't matter that much, but I'm just, you know, trying to get myself an energy switch and get rid of... Yeah, there we go. Since, you know, it would be discarded no matter what. And there are still 3 energy switches, so let's just go through that deck. Let's burn a bit. Not exactly what I wanted. Alright, let's grab that Jirachi. 5 energy and a Pokegear, yeah. Stella Wish. Energy switch. Can we please draw well? I mean, it's one of those days, right? When you draw really poorly, and then the other day you just draw perfect hands. These hands. What are you looking to build for next month? Like, what have you experienced on ladder? Right, okay, so as of right now, from what I'm thinking, I'm probably gonna try something with Primarina, maybe Incineroar, maybe, like something, from the new mons that are coming. Still no idea what it's going to be. Like, I want to try Primarina, to be honest with you. So that's gonna be the one. Okay, switch. What just happened? Night, Rema. I love you, mate. Night, have a fantastic night. Okay, so he already used 2 switches. I do have a free retreat cost, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And a tandem shock. Is I think even with Vitality Band. So this is the reason why I'm using Lysandre's Lab, because those decks are tools heavy, right? I want some ravioli. Oh, dude, I would eat some ravioli as well. Okay. I mean, the fact that he has to switch is so satisfying to me. I have no idea. Right, so he's going catchers. So I know he has custom catchers now. Yeah, that's true. Who doesn't want a ravioli? Right, he's down to 4 cards. Okay. So we know he's playing those catchers. Alright, let's see what he's gonna bring me. Like, I believe it's gonna be an Oranguru, but always worth a shot. That Primarina is that Fiona is always worth a shot. There we go. Okay, so full blitz. So I can play that. On Zeraora. And I've got an energy switch, great. And I still have Stadium Nav, and there's still Thunder Mountain here. Haven't tried, but I mean, I tried when I was testing. But IRL, I only have a proxy of it. I don't have the real deal. Like, we're gonna try doing it with Kokove. It's just a matter of time. Yeah. Again, this is the IRL one that I'm using because, well, no one pulled here a Coco V, so it's really, really tough to get it. So that's a 4th switch. He can knock me out, sure. I'm playing Zeraora. Knocking him out back. Absol. So here's all of his catchers, right? No, so he does still have those 2 catchers. Or they were reverse hollow and I don't see them. No. I mean Zeraora. Come on. Research. And a Tandem Shock. Yeah, so this is going to be a catcher on Zeraora, if he can actually deal that damage. If not, I'm going for my catcher, and I'm going for the GX attack. But he can have a Metal Saucer. But he needs a switch to actually retreat Jirachi, or Malwin Lana, to retreat that Jirachi. Due to Lysander's Lab. Yeah, I don't think... So you see now, because we played Lysander's Lab, yeah. Volkner. And on the Dane. GG. Yeah, so it's even with bad draws. That was... Down goes AD. Okay, that's not a bad hand for turn one to Dene. Like, it's a pretty okay hand for that turn 1 to Dene. I mean, yeah, we're gonna whiff some electro powers, unfortunately, along the way. But it's something for something. Coco. You see, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, now we're doing it. Nonce. 1, 2. Alright. And just going to have an energy to retreat my Fione, and I can attack with Thunder Mountain. Not with Thunder Mountain, no, with Full Blitz. Now we're facing Pikachu as well. Oh, that's going to be interesting. No, oh, that's a different version of Attack Call. Well, I wouldn't call it like a mirror. Busted. Like, that's a little bit of a different version. A skateboard, okay. Alright, so Quick Ball probably for Cocoa Prism. Oh, Absol, that's okay, that's not a bad move actually. This is gonna keep that as an active. For those two energies. Yeah, so it's a similar turn, maybe an energy switch along the way. Custom Catcher to draw off one. Oh! This is Absol release I have in all my decks. No, I'm actually, you know, I remember I played it back then, but that was it. I know I was not using it that much or that extensively. Yeah, just to work on that. So this is just to work on that free retreat cost. Because like nothing stops me from making a Dodena an attacker next turn. Like literally nothing stops me from doing that. At the same time, I have a Volkner that's going to go for Electromagnetic Radar, which will give me Zera Aura and a free retreat cost. And a free retreat in general, so... And then I can just play that Fione and, well, start hitting something that he's going to bring me as an active. And charge my Choo-Choo. Okay, Volkner. So that might be a Stadium Nav. Okay, only a Quick Ball. So we will see the Dene. Okay. Marshall Wrestling Hall. Interesting. But now he ends up, you know, with no cards in his hand. So this means, you know, I can start doing something. It's like a nice small window. Alright. So of course I'm not going to stamp him, because that would be silly if I would do that. Okay, retreat, full blitz. Because this is, this is chance of drawing anything right now, so I can't let him have that Jirachi, since he's top deck. I mean, he can top deck something that's gonna refresh his hand. There's, Magnolia, there's so many things that he can just, draw. Which is true. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, that was a great top deck. That's like a really good one. But now, this is energy switch. Okay. So that's how he's going. Sure. Can I help? I don't have any more. I gave all that I had away. All I have is 4 for May. I would love to, but yeah, like if you would say that like 2 days ago, like 3, or like last week, yeah, definitely. But right now I just don't have more. If I'm gonna open and it's gonna be tradable, sure. But as of right now, I just don't have more. Okay. Right, so I know where he's going with it. So what I'm gonna do is knock out Pikachu, give him Zapdos, and just draw 3 prize cards. And there we go. Okay, that's a Coco V, sure. And I do still have a free treat cost, so all I'm gonna have to find is 1 more Electro Power, or a Volkner. That's gonna give me Electro Power, and that's a knockout on Coco V. Yeah, so you see, even though my version of the deck seems really weird, and it is really weird, and it's really specific, you can see how it, it does perform. It does perform. It has the wins to back it up. To back up the weirdness. Like really, no one like Lysander's Lab. It's super funny, but you play that Lysander's Lab and it just have no, like the funniest part is that for the past 2 weeks we have 4 Zacian players and 3 Guardian players. 3, like it was 5 Guardian players, now it's 3, so it's 4-3, yeah. Because like Zacian doesn't really care about Guardian that much. But the problem is, that they do play like those Guardians. They do play weakness guard energy. So like the meta, because they are not willing to switch from Guardian, so they do try to put those different cards there, right? So they're putting this whole thing there, and they're just trying and trying. So it is what it is sometimes. So 1 shots after altercation. Yeah, they are still doing it, mate. Like I'm also in shock, but they are. Right? Because if there would be literally no Guardians, I would not even play Faba or Lysander's Lab. Yep, there goes the streak. Always like that, right? Okay, switch, Fiona, let's see what they're gonna bring. Oh! Okay, alright, I rarely do it, I almost never do it. But you know, I'm just gonna put all of the energy right here, like there's just no doubt about that. There you go. And finally a Volkner, thank you. Oh, he went for the Mew. Okay. I mean, not gonna take an energy. Since I know I'll be playing the Dene and the Choo Choo. So. Alright, the Dene. Full Blitz. There we go. I mean, like, I'm already lock and loaded. There's an anime worth watching right now. Castlevania is getting the brand new season in March, so it's worth rewatching it. So Castlevania 1 and 2 on Netflix. Shaman King, you know that. Shaman King is amazing anime, so worth watching. What else? Yeah, I will say those two, definitely. Similar to DBZ, I mean, it's hard to find out something similar to DBZ, but you know, I feel like, again, I'm a huge fan of Shaman King, so I'm a little bit biased, but it's a great. I mean, it happens, right? It does happen. Like, I know myself, I like to be a little bit more aggressive, you know, so What's FABA for? So I do play IRL FABA because we do have a lot of players playing Guardians. So that's why I'm using FABA, because there's just a ton of Guardians working around, flying there, just using those charms. It's like that is main reason for FABA. Okay. Hey, so thanks for watching this video, and if you have any suggestions to that deck, any comments, don't leave it there. But also we do have a 5% discount on any code with purchase on Professor Oak, and if you're buying cards IRL, there's a TCG player. You can actually check out those cards at the TCG player. There's a link down there below, and you can, well, purchase those cards and help the channel. And so thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to for more videos like that, for more content from your boy Raven. And goodbye and good night. See you live on Twitch, right? Bye, take care.